Welcome to English for Beginners. Phrasal verbs. English phrasal verbs with meanings. Hello everyone. Hope you all are well and safe. Now clap your hands 3 times and sit with your back straight. Now that you're ready, let us begin the lesson. Upon completion of this lesson, learners will be able to define phrasal verbs, list key characteristics of phrasal verbs, distinguish between transitive and intransitive phrasal verbs, and they will be able to use phrasal verbs effectively in their language. A cup of coffee is a balanced blend of sugar, coffee powder, milk, and water. But when you take the first sip, you neither taste water nor milk, because now it is coffee. Phrasal verbs are vocabulary. It is extra words you have to study, use, and practice to enrich your language skills. There are many words in English which are followed by prepositions or adverbs used in a literal sense. When something is described as literal, it is to be taken in the most basic sense. If you look up, you will see a beautiful sky. Now, you have to actually look up, you have to literally look up to see the sky. Next sentence, I don't know what this word means. I am going to look it up in the dictionary, meaning I will search for. I am going to look it up, search for. Why are phrasal verbs important? It is important to learn phrasal verbs because they are very common in English and because the meaning of a verb often changes significantly when it is used in a phrasal verb. For example, the verb grow usually means to become large or increase in amount, but the phrasal verb grow up means to become an adult or start behaving in a mature way, as shown in these examples. She is letting her hair grow, increase in length. She wants to be a firefighter when she grows up, grow up, become an adult. It's time for him to grow up and start accepting his responsibilities. Grow up, behave in a mature way. How do you define a phrasal verb? A phrasal verb is a verb that is made up of a main verb together with an adverb or a preposition or both. Typically, their meaning is not obvious from the meanings of the individual words themselves. For example, we always run into Daniel at parties. Ali wrote down some important notes during the lesson. Here are 3 phrasal verbs that you may already know. Check in. Guests cannot check in at the hotel before 4 p.m. Give in. The workers' strike has been going on for weeks and neither side seems willing to give in. Look out for. In the winter, drivers need to look out for icy spots on the roads. Structure of phrasal verbs. A phrasal verb is a group of words that functions as a verb and is made up of a verb plus a preposition, an adverb, or both. They are important in English. Verb plus adverb. Examples: run into, throw away. Verb plus preposition. Examples: showed up, looked after, talk about. verb plus adverb plus preposition. Examples: put up with, getting out of. Phrasal verbs are less formal and more common. Characteristics of phrasal verbs. Transitive phrasal verbs have a direct object. The object can come after the phrasal verb. For example, I will set up a meeting with the manager. What is being set up? A meeting with the manager. Set up. John gave up smoking 5 years ago. What did John give up 5 years ago? Smoking. Gave up. When the object is a pronoun, it must sit between the verb and the adverb. For example, there was a big fire. People were trying to put it off. Put it off. They will pick him up from the airport. Pick him up. Intransitive phrasal verbs have no direct objects. For example, Kate grew up in Britain, London. Francisco said he would meet us at 6 p.m., but he never showed up. Here is an interesting account of Johnny's visit to his dentist. Read through the following short story to brush up your phrasal verbs. Brush up. Review. Little Johnny hated going to see the dentist. It wasn't that his dentist was nasty, it was that Johnny was too fond of sweets. His dentist had warned him that his teeth would fall out if he kept up eating candy. Time and time again, the dentist had told him to cut out sweet food, or at least cut down the amount he ate. As he lay down in the dentist's chair, all the horrible memories from his last visit came back to him. On that occasion, the dentist had to pull out one of his teeth. The pain was terrible, even with the anesthetic the dentist had given him. When the anesthetic wore off, it was difficult for him to eat or chew anything at all. This time the checkup was much better. His dentist checked out his teeth, made him wash out his mouth with pink liquid, and then told him to spit it out into the sink. That was it. No problems and no pain. Johnny was delighted, and so was his dentist. Johnny has finally learned his lesson and was taking better care of his teeth. Well done, Johnny. Here's a definition of the phrasal verbs listed above. Fall out, to separate. When one thing separates from another thing. Often used with teeth and hair. Keep up, continue. Cut out, stop. Cut down, reduce or consume less. Lie down, to put your body in the position where it is flat and horizontal, like being in bed. Come back, remember. Pull out, remove using force. Wear off, the effects of something like a drug, medicine, end gradually. Check up, inspection or examination. Check out, inspect, examine or investigate. Wash out, use water or a liquid to clean the inside of something. Spit out, to force something out of your mouth, especially saliva or liquid. Remember that phrasal verbs often have more than one meaning. The definitions shown here only refer to the context in which they are used above. Examine yourself and see how much you have understood. Take this quiz. No chewing gum in the class. Dash. Wear it out. Pull it out. Spit it out. Fall it out. And the correct answer is spit it out. Next one. I don't remember now. It will dash to me later. Keep up, cut down, come back, wash out. And the correct answer is come back. So did you get those right? Let us continue. Dash Tom's new car. It's too cool. Cut out, spit out, check out, check up. Yes, the correct answer is check out. Check out Tom's new car. It's cool. Next, I've dashed from 10 cigarettes a day to 5. Pull out, cut down, cut out, fall out. And the correct answer is cut down. Next one. My father's hair started dash when he was 30. Pulling out, washing out, wearing off, falling out. My father's hair started falling out. Yes, that's right, falling out. Let us continue. I'm very happy with your progress. Dash the good work. Keep up, lie down, pull out, cut out. And the correct answer is keep up the good work. And the last question for today. The effects of the drugs started to dash after 4 hours. Pull out, wear off, spit out, check out. Wear off. The effects of the drugs started to wear off after 4 hours. Wonderful. You all did wonderful job. Alright. The last part, hot seat questions for you. Answer them for yourself and see if you remember the lesson that we have learned today. A phrasal verb is a group of words that function as a dash. Second one, a phrasal verb is made up of a verb, dash, or an dash. Ali and Hussein had a fight yesterday, but today they have dash. Reem dash a story to escape from her mother's scolding. Now the hints have been given there. In the last 2 sentences you have to use phrasal verbs. The meanings of those 2 phrasal verbs have been given as hint. Take your time and answer. Alright, so here we go, the answers. A phrasal verb is a group of words that function as a verb. A phrasal verb is made up of a verb plus an adverb or and a preposition. Ali and Hussein had a fight yesterday, but today they have made up, meaning they have reconciled, they have made up. And the last one, Reema made up a story to escape her mother's scolding, meaning Reema invented a story to escape her mother's scolding. So that is all for today. Hope you have understood what are phrasal verbs, what is the structure of phrasal verbs, and you have understood how to use them. See you in the next class. Bye for now.